Well, more Australians than ever before have already voted for this election, but the rest of the country will do so today, perhaps with a sausage, to decide on the next government. Joining us live this morning is the Nationals leader, David Littleproud. David, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks for your time on such a busy day. So how are you feeling about things?
Yeah, really good. I think the Nationals have run a very professional campaign. We've done everything that we've wanted in terms of executing our message for regional Australians. We've made a real choice and we're on the attack. Here in Bendigo, in Calare, Lingiari and even Bullwinkle. I think that the Nationals have done an exceptional job and we've been able to get our message out at a localised level, and I'm pretty confident about where we're sitting and what tonight might bring.
OK, you're in Bendigo. The Nats have been hitting Bendigo hard, as you just pointed out. Are you banking that for the coalition yet?
You never bank anything, Pete, but we've made a very strong play for Bendigo. It's been taken for granted for 27 years, and Lisa Chester's has done nothing for the people of Bendigo when they're in government. We've got Andrew Lethlean, a local publican, local businessman, and there's a real movement here. There's a frustration, not just at Jacinta Allen, who's also the local member here at a state level, but also at a federal level. The cost of living's hurting. And we've got real solutions in terms of fuel, in terms of tax cuts and our energy plan that is resonating. And Andrew's just a local bloke that's put himself out there and he's run a very strong campaign. And I'm not here to come second, and that's why I'm starting the campaign in Bendigo. We're going to give it a red hot crack tonight, and it could be a smoky.
OK, that's one to watch. So let's focus now on your state of Queensland, where I am today. There's so much talk of Labor polling well in Brisbane seats such as Griffith, Brisbane, Bonner, even Dixon, Peter Dutton's seat. What about the LNP? What kind of pickups are you eyeing off?
Well, let's just put all the backgrounding from Labor apparatchiks to one side. I mean, they've been very good at this, and they've worked on, I would say, pretty flimsy national polling to be able to say their message. I mean, Redbridge saying that Queensland is 53 Labor, 47 Coalition. I don't know what Redbridge is on, but I'd like a little bit of it. There's no way in the world Queensland's that way inclined. They had a gutful of Stephen Miles, and they now really want to see the end of Anthony Albanese. I think in Queensland we're at a high watermark. You got to say, I think we'll end up net +1 in Queensland. I think we hold on to Leichhardt, we walk away with Ryan, and Brisbane I think is literally a lottery. Whether it's us, Labor or the Greens, but you vote for a Green, you get Labor. You vote for Labor, you get a Green. So it doesn't really matter in Brisbane if you vote for anything other than Coalition. So I think Queensland will still remain strong. I think the mood there is strong. I've only been there during the first week. That's how strong Queensland is. Central Queensland's very strong, and I think people in Queensland have had a gutful of Anthony Albanese. They had a gutful of Stephen Miles, and they're waiting again with baseball bats to have another crack.
OK. If you don't win this election, David, will you junk your nuclear policy?
Oh, well, I think the reality is we're going to have to face up to this some point. The reality is an all renewables approach. Just cast your eye to Spain. Look what's happening there. They're at 77% renewable. This Labor government wants to take us to 82% renewable. The lights are gone out in Spain. It doesn't work. You need baseload power. And whether that's more coal-fired power station with carbon capture storage, and Frontier Economics basically said that it's a little bit more expensive than a nuclear power plant, we are going to need baseload power. You can't run away from the reality of what's going to hit us as a country. So it'll be the lived experience that will continue to show, as Peter Dutton has said, that this is the only way that we can put baseload power if we're not to do coal-fired power stations with CCS.
Yeah.
We're open to everything so long as it's zero emissions, and that's what you can do with coal, that's what you can do with nuclear, but there'll be a reality that's going to hit, and the reality will hit like it's hit in Spain. And I just say to those people about to vote today, just Google Spain and Portugal and their energy crisis. That's Chris Bowen written all over it, and Anthony Albanese, and that's what you'll get if you get 3 more years of an Albanese banned Teal government.
OK, but if you don't win today, that means the majority of people aren't voting for it. So will you have to junk? Will you have to bin nuclear if you lose this election?
No, I think that's a big bow to draw, Pete. I don't think that people are sitting there saying that they're voting against the coalition because of nuclear energy. In fact, if you want to go to those 7 sites that we've identified, it is strongly supported by each one of those communities because they are energy literate. They understand what we are putting forward. And as I say, I think the stark reality of having more premiers come out and ask you to turn off your dishwasher, to turn off your air conditioning so the grid doesn't fall over, is going to amplify as Chris Bowen and Anthony Albanese take us on this reckless all renewables approach. There is no country of the industrial scale the size of Australia that has gone it. And you are going to see jobs in the Hunter gone. You're going to see Tomago. They need 950 megawatts of coal and gas firming power every year to keep it going. To go renewables, you need over 3 gigawatts with batteries that haven't even been created that last more than 20 minutes at the moment. So there is a stark reality that's going to hit this country. And that's what Peter and I have said. We've got the courage to say to the Australian people, unless you face up to this now, you're going to kick this problem down the road for another 3 years. And he's already spent $7 billion, Anthony Albanese, in giving you energy rebates, in trying to live up to that promise of $275 of an energy reduction. He hasn't talked about that. He hasn't talked about his modelling. The only model he talks about now is from the Smart Energy Council that you wouldn't hang your hat on, that are donating to the Labor Party about this fanciful $600 billion nuclear plan that we have. It's not that. Frontier Economics puts it clearly. Our total grid with nuclear at 38%, not 4% of the grid, at $330 billion. Their all renewables approach is just under $600 billion, $263 billion cheaper to vote for a coalition today that has a nuclear plan that'll bring your energy bills down.
Okay. David Littleproud joining us live from Bendigo in Victoria this morning. Thank you, David. We'll talk to you again soon.